Welcome back. The next recipe is chicken livers with tagliatelle and cream. These are finely diced chicken livers, more easily available in Coles than Woolerts. And a word of caution, we only cut the chicken livers, but do not use that liquid which is there in the packet to be used for cooking, because that is in contact with the plastic preservative which contains all kinds of chemicals. So throw away that liquid in the plastic and only dice the chicken livers. After you dice the chicken livers, they appear like this. This is just blood seeping out of the liver, because the liver is a very hematogenous organ. You'll also require onions, you'll require mushrooms, you'll require egg beaten yolk. Because it's winter, I like to add this. For this you'll require salt and pepper and thickened cream. Any variety of thickened cream you can use. Even quantity wise, 500 mils, but you can also use 250 mils or 300 mils if you prefer. You'll also require some olive oil. I like to use extra virgin olive oil, and some garlic. Because this is a paleo recipe, ordinarily you should be using it with tagliatelle, which is a type of pasta. But today we're not going to use pasta because this is paleo, so we're going to cook it without the pasta. It becomes paleo. The first step is to add some extra virgin olive oil to a heated pan, and to that add in the onions. You can add 1 onion or 2 onions or even half an onion, just depends upon the amount of hotness you like. It also helps the livers to get cooked. You can also add garlic at this stage, maybe half a centimeter of garlic or 1 or 2 centimeters worth of garlic paste. Once you can see it boiling and the onions are brown, add in the chicken livers, and all this can be fried together. Now at this stage the livers have been heated for about 5 minutes, and you can see a close-up of the liver. You can see it's more solidified now. At this stage you can add in the cream. Here is the cream. It is heated pan, so the cream is of low temperature, therefore the heat sound has stopped, but it will soon heat up again. Next is an ingredient which I don't like to add. It's called mustard powder. The reason I don't like the mustard powder, and I'm not going to add it today, is because it causes a lot of acidity after I eat, especially for lunch in the hospital. I don't like that acidic feeling in the stomach, so I tend not to use it at all. What I will add though is chives. Simple chives that you can get from any supermarket from the spice section. Here, some sprinkling of chives. And no ingredient in the world can match salt, obviously. Iodized salt. We all need our iodine. Any endocrinologist can tell you that. It all depends if you want to add mushrooms. This is an optional thing. You do not need to add it at all. But I am adding in mushrooms mainly because of the protein content, high protein content in mushrooms. And I am doing the muscle building activities, so I need the mushrooms. But it's completely optional. You can also add pepper at this stage and heat all together for another, say about, until it reaches the boil, for another 5 minutes till the whole thing reaches a boiling point. Now the livers and mushrooms almost boiled in the cream. It's important not to completely overboil it, because the cream will get spoiled if it's fully overboiled. These are the egg yolks with egg albumin, altogether 2 eggs in total. Completely optional, it's only because of the winter weather I'm adding this. We don't want to fry the egg, so we want to quickly stir it once I've added it in. Remember, the most crucial part about this dish is that as soon as you can see the milk slightly, as soon as you can see the cream slightly boiling, stop heating it any further. You can see the chicken livers, you can see the mushrooms, you can also see bits of onion also as well. This is how it looks like in its finished form. The key is not to overheat the milk, otherwise the milk will burn and it won't taste well. By that I mean the cream. The cream will burn and it won't taste well, so do not overheat it. because milk is cream after all. What I've got here is chives. It is really for decoration purposes. A bit of chives can be added on to it and spread evenly. And what I've got here is some Parmesan cheese. Even that can be added on for decoration purposes, and that also gives a good finishing touch. So then just spread it around, and it looks really appetizing for the winter. Bon appetit!